Kia ora whānau. When Jesus was describing the kingdom to his disciples, this is something he said. The kingdom of heaven is like the yeast a woman used in making bread. Even though she put only a little yeast in 3 measures of flour, it permeated every part of the dough. That's from Matthew 13:33. I heard something in the last few days that impacted me deeply. The kingdom advances as our enemies become our friends. In Matthew 5:43 to 45, the scriptures say, "You have heard the law that says, 'Love your neighbour and hate your enemy.' But I say, love your enemies. Pray for those who persecute you. In that way, you will be acting as true children of your Father in heaven. For he gives his sunlight to both the evil and the good, and he sends rain on the just and the unjust alike." One of the things that has touched me quite deeply is beginning to get a greater understanding that all of us have our part to play as the yeast in the dough. The dough is the world, and we are the yeast. We may be small in number, and we may be a small percentage of humanity, but the yeast permeates through the whole dough. And how does that relate to the kingdom? You and I are kingdom advancers. We carry the seed of the kingdom, the Holy Spirit, inside of us. And in every interaction with every person around us, whether Christian or non-Christian, we advance the kingdom. We advance the kingdom by encouraging our friends. We advance the kingdom by loving our enemies. I find it hard sometimes to think I have any enemies because most people are nice to me, but when you think about it, your enemies in this context are anyone who obstructs you, anyone who is ill-disposed towards you. And the scriptures say we are to pray for our enemies. And what I want to encourage you today is to prayerfully consider, who are your enemies in your daily life, in your workplace, in the marketplace, in your family. And what I want to encourage you to do is to pray for them. God bless you today.